Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, today we'll learn how to find greatest common divisor using recursion in Java. Okay. See, before going to a program, we'll learn how to find a greatest common divisor. For example, I will take 10 and 20, 15, right? For this, factors of 10 is 1, comma 2, and 5, comma 10, right? And factors of 15. What are the factors of 15? 1 also is factor. 2 is not a factor. Comma 5 is also a factor. 6 is not a factor. 7 also not. 8 also not. 9 also not. And 10 is also a factor. Later 12 and all not there. 15 is finally it is a factor. Right? See, observe what is the common factor for this 10 factor and 15 factor. What is the common factor? We are able to find one is having both having one, and 5 is also having both, right? So here compare these two numbers. 5 is the greatest, right? So for 10 and 15, 5 is the greatest common divisor. So see, we have to find like 1 to 10 we have to find, or 1 to 15 we have to find. No, right? Because we need less iterations, so for that purpose we are taking 1 to 10. It is, see here, if 10 is in 10 only, it will be greater common divisor. That should be always should be in second number, right? Second greatest number. So for that purpose, we are taking lesser number. First we have to check whether which is the less number, and for that less number we have to take the loop, and iterations we have to take the iterations. See, I hope you understood this concept. See, after that we have to check it is a factor or not. Whatever the we take in the numbers, we have to check the factors, and we have to take AND operator, logical AND operator. If both the conditions are true only, then only we have to return the output, right? So for that purpose I'm taking like this, and we have to go from greatest to smaller, right? So like this we have to go from right side to left side we have to go. So for that purpose we have to take first in loop minimum value we have to take, and we have to check it is greater than or equals to 1 and decrement it. Okay, see, now come to Java code. We'll do it. I'm going with methods and using recursion I'm going. Okay, please concentrate, guys. See, now I'll take one method, public static integers I'm taking, and I have to return. So that's why for void there is no return value. So I'm taking int, and method is gcd. I will take inside methods. I will take two arguments, that is int a comma int b. Okay. After taking these argument values inside this method, I have to take the minimum value. So how to check it is whether it is a minimum or not? I'll go for ternary operator. Okay, for less code, using, I'm taking like that. See, min equals to minimum value. I need first, I have to find whether a is minimum or b is minimum, right? So for that purpose I'm taking whether a, if a is less than b, then I'll go with ternary operator, print a, or else print b. Okay, I hope understood, you guys understood this. This is a ternary operator. I'm checking the condition. If a is less than b, it will print a. If it is false, it will print b. Okay, now after that I have to go with for loop. In for loop, I'll take one factor, that is factors we need to find, right? So int factor is equals to min value. I'll take minimum value we need, right? For minimum value only we have to iterate the loop, because from minimum value to that loop we need from 0 minimum value to 1 I need to print. See, sorry that. See, this is the minimum value 10. From here to till 10, 1 we have to check the iterations. So now I'll take f is equals to factor is equals to min, and I will check whether f is greater than or equals to 1. Until it becomes 1, we have to check the iterations, we have to check the conditions. And later I have to decrement, right? Because we are taking from greatest value to lesser value. So that's why I have to decrement. After this loop, I will check the condition. Okay. I'll check the condition if this integer value a percentile f equals to 0. It is a factor or not, we have to check. If it is a factor, and I have to check b also. For b also it should be factor, right? So percentile f equals to 0. If it is a factor, if both the conditions will be satisfied, then I have to return this factor. Okay, I have to return. After that, if this conditions is become false, I have to return -1. If it is not, means I have to print -1. Okay. Now after this I'll go with main, because execution always starts with main method. Okay. Public static void main string aux. So inside main method, I'll take user input. I will take for user input you have to import the package, right? Import java.util.scanner. From scanner class we are accessing this user input. So scan variable I will take. I have to new scanner in system.in. Okay. Now after this I'll ask the user to enter numbers. Enter two numbers. Okay. After that I have to take integer a is equals to scan dot next int. I'll copy this. I'll paste for b value also. Just I'll change the variable name. Okay. After this, here I'm returning the value. So if you are returning the value, you have to access, or you have to store, or you have to print. For that purpose, I'm directly print system.out.println of we can't print directly as f, because if this method is returning f, this integer value, this control plus integer return value will return to this main method. So here this method, this gcd method is returning, so that why we have to call this gcd method, and we have to print a comma b. Okay. See, after printing, see now I will explain this loop, how it will be. See guys, I will explain this code how it will be working. Please observe, then only you will understand. Okay. See, the always the execution will start from main method. So we have to come here, this main method we have to see, and here I'm taking user input. For that purpose, you have to import the scanner in util package, Java util package, and I'm asking the user to enter two numbers. So user entered two numbers. For that, I have to print these numbers, right? So for that, system.out.println, I'm calling the GCD method with parameters a comma b. Whenever you are calling this method, it will come to this method. See, the loop will be, whenever you are calling this method, it will directly come to this method and it will check whether these parameters are not there or not. It will check. See, this a and b parameters are there. Now it will come inside this loop, this method. Okay. Here it will check int min is equals to a less than b. See, a less than b we don't know because we didn't give any inputs. Just I am explaining. If a is less than b, it will print a, and if a is less than b is false, then it will print b. So again I am coming to this for loop. Here I am taking min value and I am checking whether it is greater than or equals to 1. Until it becomes 1, it will be, the loop becomes looping, right? So after that it will check the condition whether if both the factors becomes 0, if both they are divisible by 0, if you get remainder 0, then it is a factor of that numbers. So I'm returning the factor. If this condition is false, you are returning -1. So if whenever you are returning, it is storing, we have to store or print. So I'm directly printing. Now I'll save this code. I will run the program. What will be the output? We'll see. See, here user asking enter two numbers. I'll enter numbers 10 and I'll enter number 15. So you are getting the output is 5, right? Because 5 is common. See here I explained 5 is the greatest common divisor for both numbers. So I'm getting 5, right? So I will again run it. I'll enter something 25 and 15. So 5 you are getting. Because 5 is greatest common divisor for both the numbers. Okay, I hope you understood this concept because see, 10 also, 10 is not a 10, okay. Sorry, 5 is only the greatest common divisor. First it is checking whether which number is less than number, 15 is less than number. Is 15 is less than b? Right, it is less than b and it is printing a. So 15. M is equals to min. Now F is equals to min value is 15. For this 15, 15 greater than or equals to 1, 1, right? So again it is coming inside the loop and it will check 15 percentile F. Yeah, integer is 25 and 25 percentile 15 equals to 0. Yes, it is correct. And B value is 25, 25 by 15 equals to 0. Yes, it is correct. It will return F factor. So now it will print this value a comma 5. The greatest common divisor of this number is 5. Okay. I hope you understood this concept. I'll end up this class. If you get any queries, please comment on comment box. I will clarify. And please subscribe my channel and support me guys. Okay. All of you take care. Bye bye.